Hello team and welcome to another Reddit Online exploration trip. Yeah, that's right, another one. On our last adventure, Mr. Marks and I found the origin of both the Brandywine Drop and the Lanahatchee River. This time we will explore the last major area that we have not entered yet, the mysterious swampy region south of Saint Denis. Which secrets does it keep within the dense fog surrounding its trees? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we are on this boat. We will try to swim all the way to the swamp's shore and explore the out-of-map regions. But please, before we get into exploring, consider to become a YouTube team member or simply subscribe to our channel. And let us know in the comments which area you want us to explore next. Ah, damn it! Our ship is sinking. We will have to get back to shore. Okay, so there's no way we'll get across with a boat, but I think I might know another way. When we explored the origin of the Lanahatchee, we would have been able to cross the lake behind the border. That way, we could walk all the way south until we reached the secret swamp. And this is exactly what we just did. I don't mind if you don't know how we got here, but the answer is inside our last exploration video. Okay. Enough advertisement. Let us begin our long walk south. And let's see what we find on the way. We walked for barely a minute until I stumbled across our first sight. We already reached the blurry lands. The abyss with no ground that swallows everything in existence that ain't resistant to gravity. The ground and the trees were merely a texture. Like in any out-of-map adventure, we were astonished of how detailed the terrain was as we carried on. It's almost as if this could be a real region of Roanoke Ridge. I was genuinely surprised when I spotted a small plantation of trees in the middle of nowhere. And not far from there was a large open crack between two layers of ground. Just a few steps away there was a texture that looked like a road, and we even spotted a pack of wolves. But this is not where it ends. We also discovered a chicken and a tribe of frozen squirrels. Well, this is just speculation, but I refuse to believe that all those things being here is completely coincidental. There must have been something planned in development. Chickens are quite rare in the game and can only be found at homesteads or large farms. But maybe it's just been a playground for the deaf, so to try out some stuff, so really no one knows. After that I bumped into a remarkably large tree. The tree in his size overshadowed, you get it? Overshadowed every other tree around it, and funnily enough I could walk right through it. But this is where the fun ends. As we continued, a dense wall of fog manifested itself in front of our eyes. And as we stepped into it, the trees started to look different. They looked sick. The further we walked, the less leaves those trees had on their branches, until they looked dead and rotten. When I then took a look at the map, it became clear to me. We must have reached the secret hidden swampy swamp. The landscape got into more realistic shape the closer we got to the river, and this swamp was much larger than the one in Lemoyne. At some point I got a little too close, though. We fell down to the swamp's shore, unable to ever return back up the slope. This means that we have to walk through the mud along the coast to continue on our way. At this point, I am just glad that among all these animals, there were no alligators spawning by the water. We yet had to go a long way to reach the last island of the swamp. And slow as we are, we had to hop from island to island without drowning in this brown disgusting soup. But at least there were some fish in the flat water, so it was worth coming down here, I guess. Okay, that's enough, so let's keep going. We reached an island from which we had the perfect view on the city of Saint Denis. It's really sad that this didn't make it into the game. Finally, after an eternity, we reached the last swamp islands. It was pretty flat compared to the others, and it only had a few trees growing on its grass. At first I thought it was disappointing, but still, the view was fantastic, and we took a long look at the boats swarming in the proximity of the Saint Denis harbor. The best thing about this island, though, is that we were finally able to call Dan. This means that finally we would not have to walk anymore. The first thing we did was to hunt a pelican and collect his feathers as a souvenir from this exhausting and nerve-wracking journey. Together we rode as far to the south as we could, but I guess everything has to come to an end, and so does this shore and, well, this video. We've come far. We walked all the way from the Nahatchee River down into this muddy shithole, only to find, well, nothing spectacular, but the journey itself and the few discoveries we made were still worth it. In that case, goodbye then. This might just be the fastest way to get back home. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video because we sure enjoyed making it. If you like this sort of content, please consider to subscribe to our channel and to become a YouTube team member. Do not miss out any more content on our channel. Yeah, I know I'm drowning in the background right now, but this is what's supposed to happen. Anyway, goodbye!